dear students, this is Dr. Kaleem and today we are going to talk about the hormones of the pituitary gland. But before starting the video, I want to request to you that if you are new on my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you didn't watch the previous video, then please watch my previous video because it's related with the pituitary gland. If you want to get a proper concept about the pituitary gland, please watch my previous video. So let's talk about the hormones of the pituitary gland. Actually, as we know, there is two lobes of the pituitary gland, that is the anterior lobe and the posterior lobe. So the hormone is just going to be released from both these lobes, from the anterior lobe and from the posterior lobe. Actually, there is 5 hormones that is going to be secreted by the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. The first one hormone is the growth hormone, the second one is thyroid stimulating hormone, and the third one is the prolactin hormone, and the fourth one is the gonadotropic hormones. That is the two types, the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. And the last one type, that is the last one hormone that is secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland is the adrenal hormone, that is ACTH. And there is also 2 hormones that is secreted by the posterior lobe of your pituitary gland, that is the antidiuretic hormone and the oxytocin hormone. These 2 hormones are released by the posterior lobe of pituitary gland. Now let's talk about the first hormone that is secreted by the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. That is the growth hormone. We also call it from the name of the somatotrophic hormone. So this is the hormone that is secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland, and it is most abundant hormone. This is the most abundant hormone that is secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland. And what is function? What is the function? Their function is general growth. They increase the growth of the body. How they increase the growth of the body? Actually, they increases the process of mitosis inside the cell. That is why the cell started to divide and leading to the formation and leading to the growth of the body. Let's talk about the first hormone that is secreted by the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, and this hormone is the growth hormone. We also call it from the name of the somatotrophic hormone. This is the hormone that is secreted by the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, and this hormone is the hormone that is secreted is the most abundantly from the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. Let's talk about their function. That is very easy function. The first one function of the growth hormone is they increase the growth of the body. How are they going to increase the growth of the body? Actually, they increases the process of mitosis, through which the cell is starting to divide and leading to the formation of lot of cells, due to which our body is starting to grow up. So it increases the growth rate of the body. Okay, and the second one, act upon the metabolism. They are also going to maintain and to increase the metabolism of the proteins, fats and carbohydrates, because they are going to regulate it, and for the growth our body needs energy, our cells need energy. That's why they also perform a function for providing the energy to the body by acting on the metabolism of proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Okay, so other one is the how the somatotrophic or the growth hormone is released inside our body. What is the stimulation for its secretion? So the first stimulation, when we are under the stress, or we are doing some kind of like a hard exercise, or we are not fast, then all of these are going to stimulate your hypothalamus. Then your hypothalamus will release the growth hormone releasing hormone. It will release a hormone that will stimulate your anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, and whenever this anterior lobe of the pituitary gland is just going to be activated or stimulated, then they are going to start to produce the growth hormone. Then the growth hormone production is increased automatically. So this is about that how the hormone is gonna to be how this hormone is stimulated inside our body. And if this hormone is overproduced, the overproduction of this hormone is leading to the gangliatism. That is the persons that has having abnormal growth of their body. Their jaw bones and the bones of their body is abnormally grow. We call it from the name of the gangliatism. And if this hormone production is low as compared to a normal, that is deficiency, then it can cause the dwarfism. Such a person is small in size and in length as compared to a normal person. And now let's talk about the second one hormone that is created by the anterior pituitary, that is the thyroid stimulating hormone. This is the second one hormone that is created by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland. Okay, so if we looking upon the function of thyroid stimulating hormone, then its first function stimulation to the thyroid gland. What is their function? They are going to stimulate the thyroid gland to perform its functions, to release its hormone, that is the thyroid hormone like T3 and T4. So its first function is the stimulation to the thyroid gland. Okay, after that, this hormone also play an important role in maintaining the body temperature. How they are going to maintain the body temperature? As we know, they are going to take a part inside the they are going to control the metabolism of protein, fats and carbohydrate. On this basis, because they are going to control the metabolism of protein, fats and carbohydrates, that's why by controlling these metabolisms means the production of energy they can control. That's why we can say they are going to maintain the body temperature. Okay, so this is the functions of the thyroid stimulating hormone. If we looking upon the stimulation for the thyroid stimulating hormone, the first one is whenever our blood glucose level is low, and whenever we are doing some kind of like a hard exercise, or whenever we are sleeping, then this hormone, then all of these is going to stimulate your hypothalamus, and then hypothalamus going to be activate the anterior pituitary, and this anterior pituitary where is the thyroid stimulating hormone. So in this way, the thyroid stimulating hormone is just going to be released inside our body from the anterior pituitary. So the third one hormone that is created by the anterior pituitary is the adrenocorticotropic hormone. This is one third one hormone. And if we looking upon the function of the adrenocorticotropic hormone, then the first function is the stimulation. They are going to stimulate the adrenal gland, the cortex of the adrenal gland, to produce its hormone that is going to prepare us for any kind of emergency situation, for that is going to prepare us for a fight or flight mode. So its basically function to stimulate the adrenal gland or the adrenal cortex to secrete its hormones. Okay, this is the basic function, and they also having some other functions like they control the inflammation. They control the process whenever we have any kind of injury inside our body or outside or on the skin of body. We know that there is the inflammations, and this hormone will also control the process of the inflammations. The further to avoid from the further spread of the inflammation inside the body. Okay, and the third one function is help in the defense cells. They are also going to provide our body to increase the immunity of our body. They also provide support to the immune cells of the immune system. And their last one function is the water balance. They are also going to maintain the balance between the water and the salts inside our body. That is very necessary for living persons. The balance between the water and salts is very necessary for working in normal. Okay, so this is about the functions of the adrenocorticotropic hormone that released by the anterior pituitary. Okay, so if we want to know that how the adrenocorticotropic hormone is released, what is the stimulation for it? So the stimulation is the hypoglycemia, whenever the glucose inside the blood is just going to be decreased, and stress and the fever. Whenever we have such like condition, then they are going to stimulate our hypothalamus. Then hypothalamus will release a hormone that's going to be activate the anterior pituitary, and the anterior pituitary secrete the ACTH, that is the adrenocorticotropic hormone, that is going to stimulate your adrenal gland. So the fourth one hormone that is secreted by the anterior pituitary is the gonadotrophic hormone. Gonadotrophic hormone, there is two types of the gonadotrophic hormone. The first one is the FSH, that is the follicle stimulating hormone, and the second one is the luteinizing hormone. So the first one, we are going to talk about the follicle stimulating hormone. Then what is the function of follicle stimulating hormone inside the male and female body? So their first function is the formation of the gametes. If it is inside the female body, then there will be the formation of the ovum. It will stimulate the formation of the ovum. While when it is going to secrete inside the body of a male, then it's going to stimulate the formation of the spermatozoa, that is the formation of the sperm inside the body of a male. Okay, and it also have one function more, that is if it is going to secrete inside the body of a male, then it is stimulating the testes to secrete the testosterone hormone, that is the sex hormone. And similarly, if it is going to secrete inside the body of a female, then it is going to stimulate the ovary of the female to produce the estrogen hormone, that is necessary for the production of the milk inside the female. Okay, so the second one type of the gonadotrophic hormone is the luteinizing hormone. So the function of this hormone to release an hormone, that is the progesterone, that is released inside the body of a female, and this hormone is released during the time period of pregnancy, because this hormone is necessary for the formation of the corpus luteum of the newly forming baby. So this hormone is released inside the body of the female. So this is about the gonadotrophic hormones. Now let's talk about the fifth one and the last hormone that is secreted by the anterior pituitary is the prolactin hormone. Prolactin hormone is mostly secreted inside the body of a female during the pregnancy, and it is abundant inside the female body. And what is their functions? Their function is to prepare breast for the lactation. Actually, whenever they are going to secrete during the pregnancy, then inside the female, they are going to maintain and to increase the growth of the mammary gland of the breast to prepare the breast for the feeding. So it prepares breast for feeding, and it is secreted during the pregnancy. Okay, and if we are looking upon the stimulation for the secretion of the prolactin hormone is the suckling of the nipple. When the baby is just going to suck, the nipples are just going to suckling from the nipple, then the stimulation just goes to the hypothalamus. Then the hypothalamus will stimulate the anterior pituitary, and the anterior pituitary will increases the prolactin hormone. That is about the prolactin hormone. Now let's start about the hormones that are just going to be secreted by the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland. Actually, there is two hormones. They are secreted by the posterior pituitary, that is the antidiuretic hormone and the oxytocin hormone. So let's see the first one hormone that is secreted by the posterior pituitary is the antidiuretic hormone, ADH. And what is the function of antidiuretic hormone? The function of the antidiuretic hormone is to reduce the urine output. The concentration of the urine is increased and the output of the urine is decreased also, and they increase the reabsorption of the water, because it's just going to act upon our kidneys, and they're going to increase the process of reabsorption of the water, so that water can be saved as well as possible. And they also increases the osmotic pressure of blood. Whenever the osmotic pressure of the blood is decreased, then this hormone will be going to increase the osmotic pressure of the blood. So let's looking upon the stimulation. That what is the stimulation for the secretion of the antidiuretic hormone? So the stimulation, whenever the blood osmotic pressure is low, for example, when a person is are on a fast, then their blood osmotic pressure is low as compared to normal persons. So this will stimulate your hypothalamus. Then hypothalamus will going to release a hormone that is going to activate the posterior pituitary, and this posterior pituitary will activate the ADH, that is the antidiuretic hormone. That is performing the function to maintain the osmotic pressure of the blood. Now, let's see about the hormone. The last one hormone, or the second one hormone that is going to be secreted by the posterior pituitary. That is the oxytocin. The oxytocin is the most secreted inside the body of the females because its function is made inside the body of a female. That's why it's mostly secreted inside the females. Okay, so let's talk about the functions of the oxytocin. The first one function of the oxytocin, it is highly going to be secreted during the process of childbirth because it is necessary for the contraction of uterus that is happening in the childbirth. So this hormone helping in the uterus contraction during the childbirth, and also this hormone also help your the contraction of the breast, which is proving helpful for the feeding process. And also this hormone is necessary for the development of the breast. Okay, so if we want to know about the stimulation that is required for the production of the oxytocin, is the nipple suckling. When the baby is starting to suck the nipple of his mother, then this will going to stimulate the hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus will releasing a hormone that is just going to be going to stimulate the posterior pituitary, and the posterior pituitary will produce the oxytocin hormone. So this is all about the hormones of the pituitary gland. Hope so you like it, you like my video, and please subscribe my channel and please share my video. Thank you very much.